I want to talk about some great Black owned fragrances for the springtime. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go ahead and watch this video, hit that like, that subscribe, and let's stick around and talk fragrances. Hi, I'm Britt. Welcome back to my channel. I have not posted in like over a month or so. I'm terrible at editing, great at batch filming my content, terrible at editing. So there's some other videos that I pre-recorded that I'm going to post after this. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some of my recommendations for some Black owned, or my recommendations for some fragrances for the spring from some of my favorite Black owned brands. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. To start off with an honorable mention, because I just got this in my collection, or at least this sample here in my collection, and that is Utopia by Renewed Scents. So this is their inspired by fragrance, or their fragrance that's been inspired by ex nihilo's Fleur Narcotique. I am saying that so wrong, so very wrong, but it is ex nihilo's Fleur Narcotic. I have to say, out of all of the scents that I've smelled from ex nihilo, Fleur is definitely one of the ones that is up there for me. But Renewed Scents is this Black owned brand that makes some beautiful inspired by scents as well as their own original scents. And this is a part of their spring 2020 collection. And it was one that I was immediately drawn to from that. So I don't have a full-size bottle of this one yet, but when it's back in stock, I will for sure be picking this up. But this is a part of their spring 2020 collection that just came out. So this has notes of lychee, peach, bergamot, orange blossom, peony, jasmine, and clean musk. One of those very quintessentially spring, vibrant, floral, not floral, fruity, musky scents that I just tend to, or at least recently have been really gravitating toward. I've been loving a good musky scent. I love those clean scents, and this one is perfect for the spring. It's vibrant, it's lively, it puts me in a good mood, honestly, when I have worn this. So I for sure will be picking up a full-size bottle of this. So I have a variety of fragrances here that some are a little more affordable, some are a little more on the higher end. So I'm going to start off with the high end side, and I'm going to talk about Act 1 by House of Iyrah. I feel like I have spoken about this fragrance before on my channel. Maybe it was Symphony, which is the other scent that I have, but this is a bright, crisp, clean, fruity, musky fragrance. Love this one down bad. This is one of those citrusy, musky scents. It's very invigorating, very uplifting. It is perfect for the spring. This is another one of those fragrances that puts me in a good mood when I have it on. It has notes of bergamot, thyme, lemon. I said thyme. Why would I say that? Bergamot, thyme, lemon, neroli, lily of the valley, musk, and sandalwood. And I think that thyme is just adding a little bit of an extra oomph, a little bit of a spice to this, so it's not so straightforward, citrusy, clean. And that sandalwood adds a little bit of a creaminess to it in the dry down. This is one of those clean scents that makes me feel sophisticated. Oftentimes with clean fragrances, sometimes I feel like they take very much so that turn of smelling like household cleaner, air freshener sometimes. That's what I get with a lot of clean citrusy scents, but not with this. This feels elevated, sophisticated, a great everyday scent. And I picture myself wearing this to like different day parties, going out running errands, but it almost gives me spa vibes, like rich spa vibes as well. So if you are someone who, like me, who you're not really into the clean, musky scents, or at least you hadn't been into clean, musky scents, I think this one is completely different. It has a little bit of an extra oomph. It is not your typical musky forward fragrance that can get honestly a little boring if you ask me. So I have two from the same brand, and that is Rain and Rise from Leier fragrances. To me, both of these kind of take a little bit of a clean turn and have that musky quality, but I find that Rain is a little more warmer, while Rise is a little more vibrant and a little more fruity forward. But let me break down the notes for y'all real quick. Rain has notes of saffron flower, incense, rose water, black currant, Brazilian gardenia, orange flower, heliotrope, ylang ylang, patchouli, amber, tonka bean, coumarin, and musk. So it's very warm when I apply this. So this is one of those cozy musky scents, but not so warm that it feels out of place to wear in the spring, or hell, even in the summer. It has a little bit of a powderiness to it, and I'm not a fan of powdery fragrances at all. I accidentally added one to my collection recently that I am about to declutter, but the powderiness in this is well balanced by that warmth that you get from the saffron, from the incense. It's a slightly floral, but it doesn't make you feel like you're walking through somebody's garden or you're outside somewhere. And its sister to me is Rise, which is a little more vibrant, a little more bright, and cool and fruity, as opposed to the warmth that you're getting from Rain. Now, Rise is very juicy, vibrant, playful. It has more of a fruity quality to it as opposed to Rain. This has notes of dewy pear, green tea, green mandarin, peach, mimosa flower, violet, vibrant rose, iris, neroli, marigold, cedarwood, vetiver, patchouli, vanilla, tonka bean, and oak moss. The next one I have is a little bit more on the affordable side, and it is one of my all-time favorite in my collection. If you are looking for a gourmand fragrance for the spring, I got you. Go ahead and pick up Hard to Get from Forvrmood. Do you see this dent? Do you see this dent? I need to do a video showing my entire collection, because for me to have a dent like this just with any bottle, and I have not decanted this and sold any of it off. This is just all me using it, and that's how much I have left. Yeah, this is one of my top 10 fragrances in my collection, if I do say so myself. But this is that vibrant, citrusy, fun, gourmand, somewhat floral fragrance, perfect for the spring and summer. I'm probably going to be done. Ooh, is that a hair? That was the hair. I'm probably going to be done with this bottle before the summer is out, to be quite honest. Do I want to wear you today? I might have to wear this one today. I might just have to do it and wear this one today. But this is one of my favorite fragrances. There's notes of lemon blossom, citron zest, wild freesia, sheer jasmine, as well as whipped vanilla. If I could give you a visual for this fragrance, it reminds me of like a lemon cake, but not like a lemon cake that you're going to get at like your Market District or Giant Eagle, Dave's, or any of those grocery stores, or any grocery store at all. This is, you're going to a bakery, a family-owned bakery. A bakery that has just a whole entire display of these beautiful cakes, treats, pastries that you could just, you want one of everything. And then you see this beautifully, delicately decorated lemon cake. And that is what this fragrance is. It is a beautifully decorated lemon cake with delicious vanilla piping on the outside, maybe even decorated with edible flowers as well. That is what this fragrance gives me. And she is one that will forever be in my collection. Yeah. Jackie did the thing with this one. Last but certainly not least is Soul Cafe by Savoir. Faire. This, into the packaging. Just look at the packaging of this bottle. This is one of those truly unique scents that has a vast amount of notes in it. And looking at the notes, you're not really sure how it's going to work. But when I say it works and they are blended so beautifully together, it's kind of hard to comprehend, honestly. It's vibrant, it's bright. There is a blood orange note in here that I am just obsessed with. And I do mean truly obsessed with. There's also coffee. Actually, let me just pull up the notes really quick. There's notes of tobacco, bergamot, blood orange, which I am obsessed with, black pepper, patchouli. There's also musk, amberwood, oud, lavender, Arabica coffee, as well as firewood. So again, a wide array of notes that in my head, I can't even fathom like coming up with something like that and figuring out how to make them work. But the way that they work so well with this fragrance, I will say out of all the scents that I have, this one, I find it to be unisex, but I feel as though a lot of people would find it maybe a little bit more masculine leaning. But this is so good. If you want to stand out and be noticed and smell different and want a unique fragrance that is not so out there that it doesn't feel very wearable, that you can only wear it in certain occasions. That is what Soul Cafe is. It's unique enough where I don't think anyone's ever going to smell like you. I mean, let's be honest, most time you could wear the same 2 scents and no one's going to smell exactly the same. But if you are truly looking for something unique, this is one of those unique fragrances that I don't think you're going to run into anybody else wearing too often. So these are all of my Black owned fragrances for the spring that I am recommending, y'all. Let me know if you have any recommendations yourself, if you've tried any of those fragrances. But before you go, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, share this video, leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys next time.